Hey gamers, welcome to the Part-Time Gamers Club where we game part-time but support gaming all the time. For those of you tuning back in, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the crew. I'm Gio, alongside of me is Gerard and Mike. And today we're discussing Battlefield 6 and the huge success behind it, and will it rival Call of Duty this year? As it is doing Call of Duty numbers, for those of you not aware, 7 million copies in the first 3 days. We don't know what it's at currently, but I'm pretty sure probably by the end of the month, I'm assuming it'll be at 10 million copies. What do you guys think?
Uh, I can't say for sure. It really depends on that season one kind of release that's coming out on the 28th.
Mhm.
But I do know that the all-time peak for players on Steam specifically was 747,000 players all at the same time. So I would say that the hype is real. So it could very well at the end of the month hit that kind of threshold.
I mean, always the initial release, especially for this type of game, is always gonna have decent numbers per se. Always good numbers. We'll see how long it lasts, especially with the Joe said the season one coming out, and see how long it can sustain. I think it can. I mean, as a really first time Battlefield player, I don't think I've this. I dabbled in maybe the other ones, but this is where I'm actually playing it. It seems everything seems fun, but it's also at the same time like every Battlefield has like similarities towards other games the same way. So I'm tired of dying to tanks, but it's a bigger map, so I do enjoy that aspect. It's different, I would say, than COD.
Like get good. You can kill tanks
Hmm.
easily, just be an engineer. Um, but
I
to
don't want to
second,
be an engineering. What the hell? Assault is the way to go.
in my opinion, that's the worst class. And that's saying a lot because like they could get literally a second main. They could get a second main weapon or primary, and still, I think that's the worst class because like I feel like, and this is like, well, I'll discuss a little bit about my experience for Battlefields because I think out of all three of us, I'm the one who's played the most Battlefield, uh,
Absolutely.
and I have particularly enjoyed this. This is reminding me back of Battlefield 3 and 4, um, when they brought back destructibility, but it is not like the mainstay. Because Bad Company 1 and 2, that every building was destroyable. Every building was completely like demolishable. But right now, it's not every building. It's just the majority of buildings. But it still has that kind of same vibe, those fundamentals where it feels like when you're playing the game, like if you make a mistake, you're gonna get punished for it. But more importantly, like even if you get punished and you die, it is not the end of the game or the end of the world. Like one person is not making the greatest of differences. However, one person could stop the other team from winning. So that's like the divot off from Call of Duty, where like one person can get a nuke in like the old Modern Warfare, but like or Call of Duty just kind of brings that in. That's why a whole bunch of Call of Duty players love it, is because you have so much impact in a game. While
Mhm.
in Battlefield, your impact is very limited to whatever you're on, like wherever you like possibly going objective wise to influence,
Mhm.
but it is everyone working together in order to
Mhm.
take objectives that actually feels like, hey, if I die, that's okay. My team is still doing the task at hand. And that's the problem with Battlefield, though. It's that when you get the selfish players, the Call of Duty players is what I call them.
Oh, hold on. I
Well,
want to point this out. There's one thing I hate the most is when you're a medic and you're not reviving.
Oh, a
I don't know.
oh yeah,
I
100%.
think that.
A hundred.
I was talking. I don't know if it was you, Gerard. I was playing with, or it was when I was playing with Ryan. I said you either get the medic that heals everybody at the worst times too. They just pick you up when you're getting shot at anyway, or the medic that doesn't even acknowledge you.
I'm
I
fine with that though. If they're
I'm
picking
fine.
you up, they're picking you up. I don't even
I'm
care if it's
I'm
the
fine.
wrong time.
Yeah, I'm fine with the last stand, man. I'm fine with the last stand. Give me the option. Give me the option.
Yeah, no, but I would say yeah, you're right on the. I feel that way more than Call of Duty. That you have to. It's more team oriented, and you have to play your role in order for team success.
Mhm.
And like you said, in Call of Duty, as an individual, you can have more impact on the game because of kill streaks, but are dependent on that. And Call of Duty players, that was one of the complaints for a lot of people that aren't Call of Duty players. What I was going to say, personally, I haven't even cared or noticed that I don't have kill streaks. You know what I mean? I feel
Wait,
like
you
more.
have conflicts?
No, there's no.
Sorry. Okay.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't even notice it. I don't care for it. Like, it doesn't bother me that they're not in there because I feel like it shows more skill, not relying on kill streaks to be on long kill streaks. So when you're on a long kill streak, you don't have like all these chopper gunners and all this stuff. Even though you can do that in the big maps, the big maps allow you to use jets and um, helicopters and tanks. Obviously, you can get on some pretty crazy kill streaks. And there's a record I think already of 105 kills. Somebody was with a jet, got 105 kills in one game. Insane. But it's pretty cool to me. To me, I don't miss kill streaks. I feel like it's harder and it takes more skill to be on a long kill streak in Battlefield versus Call of Duty.
I mean, the kill streak is like the tanks, right? I kind of correlate to that, like the tanks and the jets and being in a car vehicle. I consider that maybe trying to the trade off with the cards kill
I
streak.
could say it's a trade off. I could say that.
I would.
It's just
No, go ahead,
go
Mike.
ahead.
What are you thinking?
Because the thing I'm thinking of is kill streaks are benefit for someone like they don't have their only benefit their only benefit is to the person who earns them, not to the entire team. But there
Hell
is
yeah.
there is an equivalent for in like Battlefield for kill streaks, and that's your like kind of your class abilities, which you get more of them as long as you're doing your role. So like as an engineer, if you're repairing or destroying armor, like going anti-armor, you get your class ability of like faster than if you were just getting kills. And your class abilities are not overpowered, but once you unlock them, you get them often all
Yeah.
the time. So like as long as you're focused on your role, you'll get powerful like incentives as long as you do what you're supposed to be doing. And like tanks and jets and things like that, I don't consider that like you get kill streaks from them, but
Mhm.
getting in them is a trade-off because when you're in a jet, you're not helping any objective besides getting kills. That is your only role, to clear the sky. You are not able to capture anything because you're in a jet. And
Yeah, that's true.
and the downside of being in a tank is that anybody can kill you. Like if you are not
Yeah.
looking, if you're not
Mhm.
looking in the right direction, you're gonna get RPG to hell. You need to
Mhm.
be conscious, and again, like armor has to work hand in hand with infantry because yes, they do a lot of damage. Yes, they can instant kill a lot of things, but you are also vulnerable, like the turn speed, the driving, like anti-tank mines, RPGs, hell, even helicopters can one-shot tanks if you're not careful. Like, if you are thinking that one thing is too strong, you are not thinking Battlefield, because Battlefield, the best thing about it is it's all rock, paper, scissors. Something
It's
beats
balanced.
something that beats something. Like
Yep.
that's all you need to consider. If tanks are killing you, run an engineer. If helicopters are bringing you, bring a stinger. Or if you are not getting a lot of reses, go medic, res people up, especially on like Conquest, where like tickets are everything and you don't want to be spending a lot of tickets. When I go on maps that are ticket dependent and I see people as medics not resing people, I'm like, you're literally causing us to lose by doing that.
I think it gives a almost like a Mike. You get well. I mean, we've all played MMOs. It kind of gives an MMO feel, like rating. Everybody has to play their part, and
Mhm.
everybody has a role. And if you don't play your role correctly, you're gonna cause your guild or whatever your crew
The
to
raid,
wipe.
the white.
Yep.
I mean, that's
You-
like
you-
any kind of MMO or any type of where a team needs to be
yeah.
involved.
Yeah, but you don't see that in Call of Duty. It's all really
You don't. You don't.
self-focused. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to see on Call of Duty because the maps are like the maps are
Well,
like small. So
Call of
the
Duty is
spawn
arcade based. It's not simulation and it's not team oriented. You are on a team, but you can 1v5, 1v6 if you're really good. You really can. And then you get on kill
you're a
streak.
camper.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, but Counter-Strike's also like that, and we don't hear much about. I mean, like in the public setting, I guess you hear about campers,
yeah.
but like Counter-Strike, even professional play or even like down to the play, everyone has a goal and motives, and this is also true just any like objective shooter because that's what I consider like Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, or Valorant or Counter-Strike because
Overwatch.
yeah, because you have an objective to do, like either plant A, B, or sometimes C. Like since everyone on the team has an objective, you are more likely to do teamwork. While in Call of Duty, the most like objective thing you had was search and destroy. Because even capture the flag, they took out domination, or is the other closest thing, and that's not really hard to do by yourself, especially with how small the maps are in Call of Duty. So like that's how I feel that Call of Duty is just very different than these objective shooters where one person is more impactful in that game versus than Battlefield as a whole.
If, if if I could put it in sports context, right? If you think about like professional sports, Call of Duty is like basketball. One player can change the whole dynamic of a game much easier than say football or baseball. You know what I mean? One player doesn't have the same impact on football in a football game as they would in an NBA game. Because on NBA, you play defense and offense. NFL, you're either on the defensive side or the offensive side. You know what I mean? And there's 50 something players on each team. Granted, there's 11 on each on the field at each time from each side, but except for special teams, I think it's a little more. But you know what I mean? It's harder to have that same impact. And in baseball, it's the same way. Like if your pitcher's not doing good, it don't matter how many home runs you hit, and if every pitcher's giving up a home run to the other team. You know what I mean? So you could be slamming it, but if your team is not cohesive and all functioning and doing their roles, so I kind of like that. I'll be honest. I've been more intrigued about this Battlefield, and it feels like the old Battlefields. I like 3 and 4, um, and I like this team-based uh, environment surrounding it and making me change my Call of Duty ways. And honestly, I got to be honest. I'm not looking forward to Battlefield. Or what is it called? Black Ops 7. I think
Yeah.
that's what it's called, right? Black Ops
Yep.
7. I think they fucked up already. Well, that's what I was going to ask you guys, and especially you, Gerard. Are you concerned that EA might make the same mistake that Battlefield, Call of Duty did with Black Ops 6, where they started going, as I like to call it, Fortnite-ish, and they start getting these stupid skins. They start going for the monetization, you know, because right now we haven't seen too much of that yet. We haven't seen that, and it's been more military driven. It feels and looks
So so
Battlefield.
I don't know if you've seen. I think I've seen it on Reddit and things like that. But there
Mhm.
is people upset about one of the skins they shown on the season
Yes, I
one.
did see that. It's like a
Um,
bluish one, with a little
it's a
skull kind of deal.
bluish one with a
Mhm.
skull, not a skull, like
Uh,
a bottom skull
yeah, yeah, yeah.
of the like a bandana around their mouth.
Mhm.
And people are like, this is ridiculous. And I want you to know it is not cartoonish at all. It is
No,
blue
no.
digital camo, but it does have that very like outlandish look, and people are like, hey,
Mhm.
look, this is a military shooter. Like I don't appreciate like what camouflage, what am I camouflaging in this? Okay, what am I being hiding from? Right, the blue
Uh,
screens, but like there I understand like because I think, and I don't honestly think people see that as like the same as like Nicki Minaj skin or like a
yeah.
Beavis and Butthead skin. I don't think they're saying this is one to one to that, but I do think we Battlefield players in particular understand the slippery slope. If you have or allow one skin that is a little outlandish to go off, they won't know how far they can go. So they'll keep
It'll take
going down.
they'll take
So
an inch and turn it into a mile.
so I think yeah, the backlash is more so we don't want you to go down this slope, so we're just going to prevent all of it. Just like forget everything. Just give me actual camouflages, maybe like different colors of the camouflages, or maybe different sceneries. Like maybe give me like woodland, but then give me a different type of woodland. Like maybe different types of or the same
Like a
camo,
fall,
but like
autumn.
yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
But honestly, like I am fine with colored camos because this is my thoughts. Skins, and it's a weird thing to say. Skins for me, if someone wants to buy them, go ahead. And this is like again, like for Call of Duty, Beavis and Butthead was weird, but like
The
it's
Terminator skins.
yeah,
They had
like
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They went all over the place.
yeah, and like that's crazy to me. But even then, I was like, you know what? Fine, whatever. Like honestly, it makes your silhouette so easy. I know you're a cartoon. I'll just shoot you. But like in Battlefield, if as long as they stayed with like alternate skin camos, I'm fine with that because like at least it's a camo. At least it looks something like some kind of military. Maybe an alternate universe, but like still. What about you, Mike?
What do
Because
you
I
think,
know,
Mike?
yeah, I was like Mike has probably more of an opinion.
Being former military, Mike, how do you feel?
It's a
Would you like?
game.
Yeah, but
Like
but
you could only
people
do.
want
I honestly, you could only do so much doing the same thing. The same camels. I've seen the same camels. It's the same camels from other games. I think it's just because you you gotta try to do at least something different, and maybe that's what the angle that they're going for. And to really think about it, looking at it, is it really fair to compare these type of games anyway? Because one is really kind of like a fast-paced small map, and then the other one is a bigger, more team-oriented. I don't know. I feel thinking
well,
about it now. I'm like, is it really fair to compare the two? But
Well,
you
we
have to, because
could
they're in the
be
same realm. They're
well,
in the same realm. They're both
well
military shooters.
they
yeah, they're very.
but now that we like they kind of separated now because I think Gio's right that Call of Duty is now more of an arcade shooter and a like fast-paced shooter, while Battlefield's more of a slow-paced objective shooter. But I would also go as far as to say that Battlefield is now more so of a modern shooter, while Call of Duty is now a unrealistic shooter. I don't consider Call of
Mhm.
Duty anymore a realistic
It
shooter.
does not play like Modern Warfare, the original. Modern Warfare, the original, felt more realistic and military-like than current games. Current games feel way different. And that's not to take a shot. I liked the last Call of Duty. I liked it, but then it got cartoonish and it got silly, got stupid, and then it was just focused on monetization and just trying to exploit people and get more money out of us. Like the $70 we spent or $100 if you got the deluxe wasn't enough for them. They just wanted to keep milking you, and I feel like they really ruined it. I stopped playing because of that. It wasn't because the game didn't play good. I like the dynamics that they added to it. With the omnidirection and doing the dives. Everybody was diving everywhere when the game first came out. Everybody was trying to do it. Right? It was fun. It added something to it. It gave us excitement, and that's the one thing I like about this Battlefield. It's excited a lot of players because it feels like they listened. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They say, hey, what made Battlefield great? Let's do that again. Let's cut all the extra noise and all the extra nonsense. Stop trying to put stupid crap into games that we don't need in it and just focus on what makes it good and fun. And right now, it's probably the most fun I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that's honestly the same thing. It's most fun I've had in a shooter in a long time,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's kind of sad. Kind of sad.
It is because there's been a lot of shooters out. It's not like it's not
And it's
a
not a lot of good shooters.
oversaturated market. Yeah. Well,
There's not a lot of good shooters out right now, and
mhm.
like I said, I am enjoying Battlefield 6, and I like a lot of the aspects of where you spawn, where you can spawn. I think that I like. The only thing,
Adds a lot of strategy
tilts
to it.
me still because people are still camping in certain
I don't think
maps.
I don't think you ever get away from campers.
I
Cause
don't think
like
you ever get away.
no,
But
because
I mean, but
camping
you
is
gotta
a
be realistic.
mindset.
Military, they camp too in real life.
Honestly, I would
You
say
ain't
there are
running and
more.
gunning everywhere.
I was about to say there are more campers in real life than there are because no one wants to die.
I
You
mean,
only got one life, all right? It's search and
There's
destroy.
no respawns. There's no
Exactly.
medics going poop.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Y- they can only be as real as it can be, but
Yeah.
there's never gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
actual.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
Yeah.
know,
yeah, obviously. Then
There
you'll respawn.
the,
Game
the
over.
the best thing about it though is that there is anti-camp like mechanics that you can do.
Mhm.
Like you if even if you're
You
not
could
an
take out that
engineer,
building.
yeah, you can. Oh, I know a camper's in that building. I'm taking that building out. Fuck that building. You ain't going nowhere to camp if everything is leveled.
When the whole wall's down, I
Yeah.
can see you.
Yeah, because
But
like
no, I. What
I
you
was
say?
gonna say sledgehammers is probably like any you could put that
Yeah.
on any class and open up any wall. So
Mhm. I like the. I liked a lot of things they did to it, and I like that it feels Battlefield. They didn't they didn't try to make it into something else. They stopped trying to reinvent the wheel. Just do what you've done, what was successful, and we'll play it. We will play it.
yeah.
So
And that comes up to my question because season one, the new
mhm,
season's coming out on the 28th of October. Uh, there is a lot of people already play testing it, beta testing it. A lot of streamers already showing the content. New features as well as new maps, new weapons, as well as new skins. So we'll see how that goes. But are you guys looking forward to it? Or have you seen anything about it or even watched the trailer?
I watched the trailer.
I, I haven't seen it yet, but I didn't have
Did you?
time. But
Is
I'll
it the battle royale starts that on
The
season
Battle
one
Royale
too? Though.
style, I thought it started next month. I thought it started November 1st. I mean, I'll
Oh,
double check.
maybe I'm wrong, but I'm intrigued about that, and I think depending on when it comes out, and depending how this battle royale is, I I do have high expectations because so far the game is really freaking good, and the leader behind all this being from Respawn Entertainment, it's like if you got the guy that was behind Apex Legends, you should do or have a pretty solid battle royale. Am I just saying it's going to be the best battle royale ever? No, no, no. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it should add another mode that should be entertaining, even if it's not a mode that you play all the time. Obviously, there might be some that just really like battle royales and focus on battle royale. But I'm intrigued to see what this looks like because I think me and Mike have spoken on this on previous episodes before. My favorite battle royale from like the military styles was the original Blackout from Black Ops. I think that was 3 or 4 when they first tried it. Call of Duty. That was
oh,
my
cool.
favorite. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we played a lot.
yeah. We love that shit. But that was my favorite one from the military style. My favorite overall battle royale is probably Apex Legends. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big battle royale person, so
mhm,
but I looked it up.
mhm.
So people were thinking it's coming out. The battle royale's coming out on the 28th, but what EA, ooh,
Error,
my camera died. Um,
error, error.
yeah. Uh, what officially it is they said during season one. So people are thinking it's coming out the 28th, but EA's the original thing was that it's coming out during season one. So sometime at the end of this year. Most
I think
likely the
EA
28th.
should troll and drop it the same day Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes out.
Which like honestly though, that is not what I was gonna be dropping at the same day, but like that is probably our fairest comparison though between the games is their battle royales. Because
Mhm.
Warzone exists and the new battle royale for Battlefield will probably be very, very similar. The only difference being is just the gameplay style. And that's it. Because like
Destruction of buildings.
I
There'll
think the
be a lot.
destruction of buildings, the wet like because I don't know if there'll be jets, but there'll definitely be helicopters. And like helicopters are
Like,
more important in Battlefield than there are in Call of Duty.
hmm, that'd be interesting. I guess we'll see.
We will.
But
We will see.
I think that's going to drive more sales for sure for Battlefield once that battle royale drops too.
It is a free to play. So I don't know if it's
Mhm.
gonna be necessary to own Battlefield 6 to play it,
Okay.
or if it'd be like Warzone where you could like
Oh
download
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
download the
I
game
didn't think of that.
without owning the game. But
but it still might generate sales because if people like the battle royale, they might give the main game a try, especially if a lot of their friends have it and are playing
And I
both.
do think that's what they're hoping
Mhm.
for, is that like, hey, we know our gameplay is going to be fun. If people are enjoying the Battlefield or the Battle Royale, they'll jump over. And I think that was
Mhm.
the point of Warzone as well for Call of Duty, was like people were enjoying the free to play, so they were switching over to picking up the multiplayer aspect in the game itself.
But in Modern Warfare 3, I hated the multiplayer. I stuck to Battle Royale. Battlefield or Black
Call
Ops
of Duty.
6.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6 is every time I try to say Black Ops 6, I end up saying Battlefield. Black Ops 6, I like the multiplayer better than I like the Battle Royale.
I mean, I'm not a Battle Royale player. I am going to trust you
Mm-mm.
implicitly on that.
Well, Mike, what did you think, Mike? How did you feel about the Battle Royale of Black
I
Ops 6?
don't. I think after Black Ops 4 or whatever, the one that we played a lot, I think I
Yeah.
just didn't like anything afterwards.
Mhm.
Warzone or anything after that.
I wasn't big on
Like
it.
I didn't like the goulash, but I get
Mm.
why it's interesting because you could get back into it. But I don't know. I just didn't like the whole. And at that point, I just didn't like the movement. I think that's when Apex came out, and I enjoyed a lot of the movements of what Apex brought,
Hey.
and the could be
Mhm.
fast or could be slow paced depending on where you drop. So I think I just liked. That's why I kind of went away from COD of the battle royale. But the Call of Duty 6, Black Ops 6 was I liked the multiplayer. I did enjoy it.
Mhm. I would say, I know this is gonna be a hot take, but I
Uh-oh.
really think Warzone was highly overrated because of the pandemic and people were just bored and couldn't get out the house. Because Warzone plays like shit. If you compare it to battle royales, like Fortnite plays a shit ton better than Warzone. Now, granted, that's probably the godfather, you could call it, of battle royale, but Apex Legends far better than Warzone. Far better. And I'm going to say another hot take, takes way more skill to play Apex than it does Warzone.
I am not one of the people that can say that's a hot take, because I honestly genuinely don't care. But uh I it's standing from the outside. So, and I say that because I just don't play battle royales. I think games that like battle royales do need asymmetric, and when you have, like, when I did play Warzone and try it out, like going down, picking up a weapon, and then either picking up attachments, but like you pick up attachments and you pick up your weapon in order to get to a supply drop so you can pick up your loadout anyway.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick up your loadout anyway, which kind of defeats the purpose of the battle royale in the first place, is to pick up your weapon and be good with whatever weapon you pick up. Like sometimes you get sad because it's not your play style to pick up the weapon, but you should just own it. And that's the problem that I had with Warzone, but just overall, just like Call of Duty's battle royales in the first place. Um, Now I did never played Apex Legends, but I would assume that there is no like purchasing your supply. Instead, you just fall down, whatever weapon you get, you get. But also, there's the asymmetric. Like each person is playing a hero that has abilities, and
Mhm.
your combination between your team is three different people or three different heroes with their abilities, trying to better another set of three people with their abilities. Whatever weapons you have, like, gives one edge or the other, but how those people use their abilities is ultimately more important, because everyone at that aspect is on the same playing field.
Correct. And it's team oriented also because you have to pick the right classes around each other. You know what I mean? To support one another. It makes a difference. So my question to you is: are you going to give this battle royale a chance?
Doubt
Since it's
it.
Battlefield. He said, that. I mean, I'm gonna try it. Absolutely, I'm gonna try it because I do enjoy battle royales.
Honestly, probably not, because I'm having a really good time with Battlefield 6. And I don't want to split my time. And that's what my concern is, though, is the community might split
Mhm.
in Battlefield 6 from people that are playing the multiplayer to people that are playing the Battle Royale. And I don't know how that's going to affect server times. Because right now, it already takes a minute or two for servers to fill up. Even though the game start like almost immediately, I'm waiting in queue. Like I'm already in the game before the server's even full.
I could see your concern there. I could see that. But if it generates more sales,
And
I don't
people
think that
play
would
it.
be as
Yeah.
much concern. Yeah, I don't think. I think that would be an interesting problem to have, but I feel like that the sales will offset it in a way. You know what I mean? Because
We hope.
at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of players like you that aren't big on battle royale. They're just not. They don't play Battlefield for battle royale. They might try it if they like it. Hey, every now and then I'll jump in a battle royale with you, a buddy that does like playing it. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be one of those things that it's going to take away from the main focus of what Battlefield is.
Mhm.
So
So does anybody have any final thoughts on Battlefield 6? Not Black
now,
Ops 6, Battlefield 6.
my question to you guys before we go is: do you think this is the year Battlefield outsells Call of Duty? It'll be the first time.
I mean, from the backlash we hear about Black Ops 7,
Yeah.
I don't think they have. I think they have the work cut out for them. I think they definitely already have the advantage.
Yeah,
They're
I
right
think.
behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Call of Duty really messed up with that. Call of Duty with that future. I don't know why they went back. I don't know. Like you knew so many people hated that. Why'd you do it again?
It's because they're committing, like, again, and that's the problem with having rolling developments. So like one team is working like on a game, and then another team is working on like sequel. The first game will release, that one is going to drive intensity, and then the next game is going to release. But like you already committed to that game, so like you can't take any feedback from the previous game and put it into the next game. So it
Please,
is.
EA, don't do the same thing.
Well, I
Please.
mean, EA, you can't pray. EA is completely bought out. Remember, they in 2 years we won't know what's gonna happen because it's private. It's a private company now.
That's true. That's true. But maybe they'll see that hey, they did really good when they listened and they didn't add all this extra nonsense and they just listened to what the players wanted. Just listen to what they want.
We'll see. Well, that's it from us. I hope you guys like and subscribe to us. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on Battlefield 6 and whether or not you're going to pick up the new Battle Royale that's coming out hopefully on the October 28th. But who hell knows? Because at this point, EA could do whatever they want. And honestly, we'd probably listen because we have no other choice. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.